Hey, I have a bunch of stuff planned for this week. Got some reactions planned, some ALR stuff, vlogs. I think it's gonna be a pretty funny week, in my personal opinion. Uh, as long as these things come out the way I want them to. Until then, here's a small something. Me doing this, and this, and this. Hope you enjoy it, and by the end of this, you'll see it continues on tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be getting the vlog up from the weekend. You can see more of what's going on in mine and Jamie's life. Hello, WiLLo Davis. A few people had asked, so I decided to make a video. Cutting my hair, dyeing my hair, cutting the beard. First of all, just getting into a little ponytail, all the longer hairs. Not going to cut them this time because, I don't know, just wanted to let that grow out a little bit. Maybe I'll work on that next time I cut it. Just go over everything with the buzzer. That's what it's called, right? A buzzer. Clippers? Is that what it's called? Clippers? Anyway, everything's pretty easy. Just kind of run it along. I just slow down a little bit for around the ears and other parts, like sideburns, where I have to start being careful. And yeah, very easy this part of the process because it's just basically all one length all around for what I do. Just running it up and down. Da, da, da. Get those awful neck hairs out of there that just nobody wants. And I obviously avoid the most top part for now because that needs special attention. Everything else just gets glided over. And then for the seam there, the kind of part, I've found that when I put it up in a ponytail and just pull the hair off to the side like that, I can run over it with the clippers and it doesn't cut the longer hairs as long as I just kind of flatten them out like that, which makes it nice and easy, especially for doing the back where I can't see anything I'm doing while I'm doing it. And I just have to feel around, make sure I'm not missing any spots. Same thing for the other side. Just as long as I'm holding those longer hairs down and like pulling them off to the side, I don't end up cutting them, which would just be awful if that ever happened because I would just probably have to shave my entire head. Then I just go around feeling everywhere, making sure there's not one spot that has like a couple longer hairs on it that I missed. Usually there's a couple. This looks good. Then go on to the beard, just kind of straighten everything out, pull it out, fluff it up, make sure there's nothing flattened. And go right for the neck, because even though I have a beard, I do have a neck and jawline still, so I like to try to accentuate it if I can. And I could do this really without looking, because I'm just following my actual like jawline. Like I kind of stop right where I feel like the jawbone. So there's no like kind of careful detail I have to do there. Then obviously shave off those little hairs from my cheeks that end up growing out because I think it just looks messy, you know. Whatever else I need to do while I'm doing it. Make sure it looks even, the lines. Then I grab the scissors, cut off all the frayed ends and just kind of tighten everything up a little bit because on your face, like some hairs do grow faster than others, some patches kind of grow faster than others, so you have to kind of trim the longest ones every once in a while to just keep everything the same length. And I just let this grow out so much that I've got all these frayed ends and dryness from just like letting it grow without cutting it back. So it seems like I'm cutting off a lot kind of by the end, but it's just how much I needed to like make sure everything was still healthy and all that. So I'm just kind of pulling a couple of hairs and just getting like an idea of like how long each part is so I can trim it back and make sure everything's even. And then you'll see after I finish this one side, I kind of, yeah, turn, and you can see that flattens out so much nicer than the other side does now, just because everything's cut back and there's no like dead split ends or anything like that. And I do the same thing on the other side here. I don't think I show the whole thing of that, but off camera I do kind of compare both sides, making sure that it's all even and that it all looks good. Then after that we're going to be moving on to the hair dye. Pretty easy process, semi-permanent punky color. I think that one's Midnight Blue. If I did it again, I'd probably do like Blue Lagoon or whatever it's called, because I don't know where I found that midnight one, but I haven't seen it since. And it's incredibly simple. My hair, it was dry. I didn't use any conditioner the last time I showered, because you kind of want it to be a little like more porous to take in the dye. And you just let it sit for half an hour. You have to like part it and make sure you're getting into the roots and like the center of your head and everything. It's insanely easier to have hair only on top of your head, so you can really get in there. And yeah, just kind of saturate everything fully. I get the dye all over my forehead and scalp, but it's a semi-permanent dye, and I found that it scrubs off pretty easy in the shower, so that's why I'm not worrying about it here. And yeah, I'm ready to wait half an hour and then shower. There we go. I got Giovanni leave-in conditioner. I also use Giovanni, that same green bottle. The regular conditioner in the shower. I shampooed, used that conditioner. Now I'm doing the leave-in. The hair looks very dark just because it's still wet right now. And I added like the darker color to it, so when it dries it'll be lighter. Using the same leave-in conditioner on the beard too, so that doesn't just dry and frizz out. I have to pretty much add this stuff every time I take a shower to my hair, since I now have so much bleach and dye in it that like if I didn't do this, it would just start like dying and breaking and whatever. Okay, it's mostly dry now. This is what I got. It's not... I kind of like missed a spot a little bit. It's like there's still some blonde coming through. It's also not completely dry yet, so it's a little darker in some spots than others. But I think we're gonna go pick up. Punky Color makes like shampoos in different colors that are supposed to like kind of maintain whatever color you put in your hair or whatever, so that might kind of help even it out if I put that in a couple of times. And we're heading to this place to get coffee, maybe some vegan baked goods, then hit up Ulta, see if they have what I'm looking for. That's the weekend so far.